Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest peak in Africa. Rising from the Serengeti Plains, it's actually the tallest freestanding mountain on the planet. Its summit still has the ice and snow that gave the title to one of Ernest Hemingway's most famous stories, The Snows of Kilimanjaro. But over the years, the glaciers have been shrinking. This is how they looked in 1912, and this in 1970, and in the year 2000, and now today. That's why ice researchers like Kenji Yoshikawa from Alaska have been coming here and working with the GLOBE program. During an interactive webinar, he reported what his temperature sensors were showing.
Bottom of the glacier temperature is 0 degrees C, which is no permafrost.
What happens to the snows of Kilimanjaro is more than just a scientific question. International visitors bring employment for the guides and porters and drivers, and are a major part of the local economy. Shrinking glaciers will eventually mean shrinking incomes. But still, for now, the majestic glaciers are a major tourist attraction, bringing visitors from all across the world, including teacher John Wood from Southern California.
7th grade was when I saw my first picture of Kilimanjaro, and you know, to see that peak sticking up above the clouds was just amazing. And honestly, to be standing here now at this point and looking out, and we're above those clouds, it's a darn good feeling. It's a bit of a personal accomplishment, and to share it with the kids and everybody else is just that much better.
Studying the changes and looking for their causes is one theme of this year's GLOBE learning expedition.
I'd like to take all the team over there to have an experience of this permafrost site and also this water protocol which we are going to do on this stream. You see, this stream is already dry, because of the glaciers are receding very fast. That's why you see the stream is very fast and dried up, and people can go higher up to get more water.
Conductivity 165.
As the expedition climbed higher, they sampled the streams with the scientists using sophisticated tests to try to figure out how much of the water came from recent snow and how much from the melting of ancient ice.
One of the questions we're thinking about is if the glaciers disappear or decrease, how far downstream will that be felt in the ecosystems?
Took the pH of the water and we got, 6.5.
Which is quite different from what we found down below.
Yes.
Each student on the expedition chose one main science question to research during the climb. For Isaac from Alaska, it was to compare glaciers back home with those on Kilimanjaro.
I kind of want to do something with the glaciers because I just like glaciology.
From Crater Camp on day 7, the team hiked over to study the Furtwängler Glacier up close.
Pretty sweet.
So, over the last several years, what's happened is these large sections of this glacier here have been falling off. They split and they fall.
Looking at all this glacier, it's really surprising because it used to be connected. It was a really big glacier. When we used to climb from the Western Bridge, we can't come across, but we have to go all the way around and then to the camp and the summit. But you can see this, just in 10 years, it has already separated this much. This is very, very sad because the glaciers are retreating very, very fast and they may go away anytime from now. Very worried about this.
After the team summited, John Wood used a prototype smartphone app to show how the Furtwängler Glacier had changed over time. This is how it looked in 1999 in an image taken by glaciologist Lonnie Thompson. By 2006, the changes Julius described were clear. And this is how it looks today, from the same place researchers had taken photographs just 20-some years earlier. One member of the science team was Julia Khalilova from Russia. She and her colleagues have overlaid historic measurements of the Kilimanjaro ice onto Google Earth to show how the snows of Kilimanjaro have vanished over time. The best current understanding of why the glaciers are melting so fast ties changes in local precipitation and temperature to the global conditions, including the warming of oceans. It's complicated, but the aim of the GLOBE program is to encourage bright students to become the scientists of tomorrow, using their observations to benefit the environment. After they returned home, Kenji and colleagues updated their website with the temperatures from 2012, creating the world's best record of how the snows of Kilimanjaro are changing. But students everywhere can join those lucky enough to do science while climbing Kilimanjaro, just by participating in GLOBE's Student Climate Research Campaign. Find out how at the GLOBE website and contribute your observations. There's no doubt Earth is changing, but with better science, we can work together to make that a change for the better.
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Mzuri sana. Wageni mwakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata. Tukifika na mwaya, hakuna matata. Tukifika na Nyanza, hakuna matata. Wakifika Barranca, hakuna matata. Na jambo, jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana. Wageni